Hello, kind friends. Welcome back to Crazy for Retro. It's Peggy Lou again. I hope your day is going well. I'm showing you that I'm in my kitchen, but this is actually going to be a thrift haul. I'm trying something different today, so Norm doesn't have to help me. He is running errands today, and I need to get this done. I am overdue because we have been very busy with family matters. I'm changing the kitchen over to a fruit theme, so I hope you are tempted to be sure to be subscribed so you will find out when I do that very fruity kitchen video, and probably the dining room too. So let's look at some of these fun things here that I hope look interesting to you. Let's start out with this adorable plastic food scale. I have never seen that name before, and I'm not certain how you pronounce it either, but I did find a lot of different plastic cute colored scales on the internet, and they are made by a German company, but probably made in China. They were not tomatoes. There weren't any tomatoes that I could find. They were just, cute shapes and sizes. But this I consider a thrifted item because it was so inexpensive in an antique shop in Hopkins, Minnesota, where there's several very nice antique shops. And it was in a case with another item that I'll show. So I got two items from this one dealer, both very nice prices. This was only $5, and it's in really, really good condition. The reason why I wanted to get it was because I knew I was going to be doing this fruit theme out here, and a tomato is a fruit. And a lot of those juice glasses over there, they either have strawberries, oranges, or tomatoes on them for juice. So it worked out well to get that and show it in my video. I will be happy to have it. It's just so cheery and cute. But I don't know the age. It could be 80s. I'm not really certain. Maybe I'll find out sometime. If you know, let me know. Thanks. I just happened to find another small strawberry juice pitcher, probably from the 50s. It was at Family Pathways for only $3. Couldn't resist. I believe it was a $4 item, but I had a 25% coupon, so that makes it $3, right? It's in really, really mint condition. The green leaves may look faded to you, but they're actually painted in more of a teal green. The one I have over there to the right of the cookie jar, that has darker green leaves on it. And I do have one way up high on the very end, the big picture, also darker green leaves. So they did vary the color on some things, but it's funny, it does look faded, but as you can see, there's a lot of shine on it. If it was faded, it would be dull. But the paint is all very new and fresh. So that was hard to leave behind for $3. I found this adorable little angel beaded ornament at Bibles for Missions for only $1. Well, it was 99 cents. I do collect these. She's holding a cute heart. I don't typically hang these on the tree though, because I have enough of angels that sit on the window ledge, typically in my kitchen window. It's fun to have a variety of them. I may not have done that in this past year's Christmas video, but I have had them with other beaded items, like a little beaded Christmas tree or something like that in the window, and sometimes the beaded candles too. So that's a fun item for only 99 cents. Couldn't resist her. She's holding a little heart with a cross on it. What a deal. We were in Family Pathways again, and I found this for $2. I didn't have a coupon, I don't believe, but that's still a really good deal. As you know, I'm putting mirrors all over in my bathroom that are really fun colors, and this one was in a hot pink, but the pink paint was chipping. So Norm resprayed it for me in the same color pink of others that I'm using in there. It's so ornate, and I was so excited to find it for $2 that I didn't even realize it wasn't a mirror. Isn't that crazy? I just did not notice. I don't know what I was thinking. Having a senior moment, I guess, but isn't that sweet? So I've looked on the internet. First I checked out Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and I can't find a 5x7, what they call a craft mirror. So I'm going to have to order it on Amazon. It's not very expensive. It's worth it to me. He did such a nice job spraying it, so I will enjoy having a mirror in there, so I'll take out the glass. But that was crazy. Took me a while to realize I didn't bring home a mirror. Oh well. You may recall in some of my kitchen videos that I have collected over the years, and a lot of them were from my brother also. Tiny to normal size, little faceted salt and pepper sets that have red plastic lids on them. I have one set that has yellow plastic lids and one set that has green. And in my last kitchen video, I showed how I painted the lids on one of the red sets to be a turquoise plastic look. I probably won't do anything with that because of the tray. Now, I could show you the picture, but I'm sure you believe me. This tray and the lids were very tarnished. So that told me they are not chrome. It was a very dark tarnished little tray. It has a little pattern on it. And there's no marking on the back, but it's so tiny. Really, really tiny. The ones in the back are even small. They are not the taller, normal size that you typically think of a salt and pepper set. About half the size. And these, with the black plastic lids, are really tiny too. The smallest, actually. I do have another little set with totally different shape and different shape black plastic lids, so I thought that was pretty fun to now have two different sets in black. That set was $1.49. This set was $1.50 and polished up very nice. You can see the lids look very different, like for a salt and a pepper. I don't know, would you put the pepper in the slotted one? That's very different looking to me. I have no idea how old something like that could be either. But these are chrome. I did buy another set, shaped completely different, that had sterling plated lids on them that I had to polish. These I did not have to polish. But I bought them for only 49 cents for the pair at Bibles for Missions. That's what they charge for their glassware. Is like every piece is 49 cents, but they actually said 49 cents for the pair. So I was considering painting them, and I was considering a green, a Christmas green. I thought that would be fun for that small price. Who knows, they could have gotten thrown in the garbage if nobody bought them. So that's what I'm going to do with those. But like I say, don't have any plans yet for this adorable little set. As you know, I really enjoy gold. In the living room, it's on a lot of my figurines. I just love the gold accents. It just makes them so special. I then also can't help but like brass. A couple years ago, I started finding some really nice brass planters in different sizes that I'm using right now, hanging up just around the corner here from me towards the living room. I have two of them, a small one and a big one, that I found last year, and I polished them up. These have not been polished yet. I found both of these at Family Pathways, and there was a 25% discount for me that day for seniors and veterans. And this was only 50 cents to begin with. It is a small little planter. I really had to work hard to clean it. It had a green foam piece stuck in the bottom very badly with glue. I don't think it was clay. Let's see if I can show you the inside of it here. It says Copyright USA, Hosley. I don't recognize that. It could be new. I don't know anything about brass pieces, but I will polish that up and use it in my fruit-themed video coming up. This one was a real deal, but I've had to put a lot of work into it, and I, of course, will with both of these now, trying to get them polished up nice. But this one was lacquered, and I don't like lacquer on any brass pieces because the lacquer starts coming off, and then you get tarnished spots in little areas here and there that's very hard to clean. And if you use a brass cleaner on that spot where the tarnish came off, then you're just taking off more of the varnish. So it just creates a big mess. So I've had this soaking in some ammonia water, which I was trying to peel off some of the lacquer. And I also ran it through the dishwasher twice, which helps too. So most of it is gone. It's probably just weird looking tones because of where the lacquer was, but I think most of it's come off. You can see a difference up there, but it'll be a little work, but I really like it. So I'll probably use that vase this fall with more the amber tone glassware and birds and things like that, gold tones in the fall. So I was happy. That was $5, but again, I had 25% off, so that was only $3.75. What a deal. Very nice. It's a good size vase. Happy to find those. This is one of the brass pots that I had hanging up here to the right of where I was showing you the kitchen counter. So it's on the corner of the kitchen wall here. It goes into the living room. So this one was pretty small, and it's a couple years ago that I found both of these. This is a really neat honeycomb pattern. Very sweet. I found these both so reasonable. There is a Christmas cactus, real one in here that Norm gave me a couple of Christmases ago. And I used to have a lot of the heavy drip glaze planters in here over many years of having this very, very long beaded plant hanger that I had showed in many videos that I'm so happy to have. I did end up changing it to this much bigger size Nice brass pot. Fits well in there, and it's so lightweight. I did put a reel. That is a real spider plant. Hasn't given me any baby spiders yet. It's not in a bright sunny window. It's just getting normal light in here, so maybe sometime. I hope all the things in the background aren't distracting. But this is very easy for me to just set things on the kitchen counter. Norm was already out in the car like he often is, or sometimes he doesn't even come in. He just will maybe go in the first Goodwill, and then we got another one very close by in our neighborhood. So he may just sit in the car on the second one. So I ran in and don't remember what all at that time I found, probably a few little things, but I saw this green fish bottle, and Norm does have a little collection of some old green bottles. I also haven't shown yet that I found an old Avon, it's probably for bath soap, bubble bath, that was a mermaid. Very nice mermaid Avon bottle that I bought for him and surprised him with, and I put the minty green food coloring in it, so he liked that. He thought, yeah, you don't really need that. There's nothing like that in your collections. I don't collect fish. I do collect a few Avon bottles, but I don't know who made these and how long ago. I sure do see fish bottles around. This is not a big size. This is, I don't know, it could be 10 inches, something like that. But it was at the Goodwill, and it was with a 20% coupon. I'm reading my notes over here. It was at the Goodwill, and I got 20% off. I think the cork was in it, which I thought was great. So because it was $3.99 originally, I got it for $3.19. What a steal. He was pretty tickled. He thought, wow, thanks. Sure. Here's the sweet Avon bottle mermaid that I found, and I just don't have a price in my head right now. I didn't even think about doing this, and it was an afterthought. Norm thought it would be nice to add her. So I just put some food coloring and some water. She is very pretty. I kind of wanted her to be even paler green yet, but Norm thought it was just fine the way it was. He liked the green, so I would have had it a little bit lighter color. And the cap is not real perfect. It's definitely been used, but it's pretty good. And there's no label on the bottom to tell you about what particular product was in there. I'm just assuming it was like a bath body soap, or who knows, maybe a oil or lotion. I should look it up sometime. See what all came in her and what year she was. But that goes very fun with his fish bottle, and he's got a little green ship bottle too down there that's actually old. And we did show that a long time ago in a video, the ship. I can't remember exactly where I got this. It's a metal rose. Kind of smaller, not a huge rose. It will look very nice in a bud vase. It is metal. And it looks great on the stem, but I think it needs a little help up on the petals up here. Looks like it might have just worn a little bit somehow, but I got 25% off of it, so I know it was hardly anything. Might have been a couple dollars to begin with, if even that. But it's It's very cool. I've never had a gold rose before. Never had a gold medal one, so I thought that would be very fun. Sometime I'll use that. This little flower motif tumbler, 50s probably, from the 1950s, was a lonely find, but I was thrilled because I have some. And we were using them a couple winters ago, and I actually dropped one as I was putting it into the dishwasher and broke it. So I was happy to find that. They knew it was vintage. This was from Family Pathways, and they were charging $4 for it. But I had the 25% discount, so it was $3.25. Let me look at my list here again. It was $2.25. Oh, that's pretty good. $2.25. So maybe it was $3. Yeah, not $4. Yeah, so it would have been a deal at $3. So that was nice to find that one. I actually do have the juice pitcher, not juice pitcher, the great big ice lip pitcher that goes with it. So I was very glad. Wish I could run into things like that more often. Family Pathways in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin is just wonderful. They have lots of vintage things. These D-handled mugs that you know I collect, fruit-themed ones and lots of flowers, of course. I have never seen this design before, and I'm showing you it turned two different ways there because the pattern is on both sides. Sometimes when you find these mugs, the print is only on one side. Maybe they started getting more economical a little more down the years to not have them be so expensive to print out. But I cannot find this pattern on the internet. Can't find it. I think it's great for fall, being in yellow and brown. I don't have much of anything in yellow, nor much of anything in brown. So when Norm took it down, I don't know if I was holding something or what, but he reached up and took them down. It showed 75 cents a piece. And they are in beautiful condition. And I had 25% off. So what did that make it? 56 cents. 56 cents each. Oh my. What a fabulous find in my mind. He probably wished that he had that on video. My quiet squealing again at how happy I was. So cute. This is an old Hong Kong. I'm assuming the clasp up there on the left is pretty worn out, and some of the gold is missing here and there. But I could touch it up. It was just too cute to pass up for. It was $1, marked $1, but I had the 25% off that same day when I was finding so many neat things, running around to all the family pathways looking for patriotic things. So 75 cents. I thrifted these two necklaces from Family Pathways in Ham Lake, another very favorite place of mine, because I do find a lot of nice vintage things there. That's where we found a lot of vintage Halloween decorations this past fall. So you can bet we're going to hit that place again when the holidays start up. And the St. Croix Falls one too. They're just both really great. But I love any old beads. They might be 80s. I'm not certain. Some of these could be 60s. I just do not know enough about these. But I know that they tend to sell them for quite a bit on eBay. I've been looking. They're just beautiful. Agate look, they call it. Stone look. So I only have a photograph of me holding these two necklaces in my hand with a little sign, $2.50. So they may have had them actually linked together at that store. So $2.50 was great for those. Sometimes I would take something like that and actually restring them into one instead of having such a short one. The short one in the middle is too short to wear on the outside of a collar, and it's too long to wear as a choker. So I either make chokers where they show, I wear them under my collar and you just see some of it in my open shirt, or something long enough to hang down a ways on my shirt. So that's what I do. I don't know when I'd ever get around to that, but they're fun even just displaying them. I have quite a few that I've found like this, and so reasonable. I don't know why they're not popular. I don't think they are now, but boy, they sure must have been years ago, because I've found an awful lot of beautiful ones like this. All different colors. If you've been viewing my videos out in the kitchen, or thrifting ones or antiquing ones, I've been picking up recipe boxes here and there, and really I'm having fun finding those. But this particular one I would not consider a recipe box. I have a feeling that it is just for indexing something, maybe your Christmas card list or any kind of list of probably friends and family years ago. I don't know how old this is. I'll look on the bottom again to see. But what's so fun about it is the roof is not pointed. It really gives you that impression the way it's painted. It is flat. Absolutely flat. Yep. Just a typical recipe box, and not a recipe box, but you know, a tin box. And I thought it would be cute to use at Christmas time with some of those other little tins that are village houses. And this was only, believe it or not, 49 cents at Bibles for Missions just a couple weeks ago. It is in really good condition as far as paint loss. I'll turn it around here so you can see it better. Pretty cute scenes. A little bit of scratch there, but very old-fashioned. And I think they only charged 49 cents for it there, because when I picked it up, the lid was not sitting down on it nice and level. It was high on the right, but I kept playing with it at home here, pushing it around, and I finally got it to sit down nicely. So the inside is in very good condition too, as you can see. Very clean. Really nice. You can see how old it is. Look at the bottom. Yeah, it's definitely been around a while, but I just don't see any identification on it. Don't know who made it, but for 49 cents, how can you go wrong? Very fun. Well, I did finally realize, if I looked way down low here on the side, it's a very tiny print, 1979. I have heard of that name, Chain. I don't know how they pronounce it, but so late 70s. Oh, look at the kitty in the window. So cute. Yep, I'm glad I got it. Well, this is one of the funnest planters I've ever found at a thrift store. I couldn't believe my eyes that nobody picked up this really mod Scotty dog. It is red clay. I will show you his feet on the bottom are red. He's just got such a crazy look with one ear flopping and one ear sticking up, and everything is just so modern a design, and I just love the puffy fur look. So I put a few little old flower sprigs in there. I am working on getting ready to show my dogs and cats. I have lots of little ones and lots of big things too, so I'm trying to figure out an area where I could show them in a fun way on a few shelves, and maybe the bookcase at the top of the stairs, the table at the top of the stairs. So that's another video that I'm thinking about. But I didn't tell you he was $4. Now, that's a splurge for me. When I go into a thrift store and if I spend $4 or $5, I'm kind of splurging. But how often do you find something like that? You can see by my hand there about the size that he is. He's not lightweight. He's got some heft to him. There's no markings anywhere on the bottom, and I could not find him. I looked all over for Scotty planters, red clay or red ware. I don't know what red ware means, if that means more something that's dishes or something. But did not find him. He's so funny. Let me stand up here. I've been sitting down in a chair so I could get real low to show these things at a better angle, but his ears are just so fun. Isn't that crazy? Norm thought he was pretty cute. Norm was out in the car again. I just ran in and that's all I found. We were needing to get home, so we were in a hurry, and I was looking for patriotic stuff, but this is all I got in this one store in Wyoming, Minnesota. I really like him. I really like vintage magnets, and I was quite surprised at the same favorite St. Croix Falls, Minnesota Family Pathways on a very, very fruitful trip looking for patriotic things again. I found these all in a package that they had put in a little baggie for $2, but I had that 25% off day for seniors, so I got these 5 for $1.50. They're probably little Hong Kong ones. I don't know that I saw anything on the back. They have very tiny magnets on them, so they are not powerful. And what I tend to do is glue on another smaller magnet on the back of them to make them a little stronger. And then they're not flat against the refrigerator. They're much easier to pick up off the refrigerator. Otherwise, you're kind of struggling and you tend to not grasp it real well when you're trying to pick it off the fridge and you drop them. And so, yeah, they just won't hold up anything. They're just strictly decorative if you just go with the tiny magnets that's on the back. Somebody had already glued one. You can see this one is off the counter. Somebody had already glued a little extra magnet on the back of that one. But I thought they were pretty cute for $1.50. Another fun Family Pathways find. It looks new, but it's not. The bottom shows, I think it said 1979, but I'll turn it over and check. It had been all taped together, of course. That candle was in there, but I wouldn't use a candle like that. It is a butter warmer, of course, for your corn on the cob. And the reason why I decided to pick it up for only $1.50, it was $2 originally, but again, I had that 25% off, so another $1.50 item is because I'm doing the fruit one, and is corn considered a fruit too? I forget. I did look it up. I thought it was pretty crazy how two of the things that you think of as vegetables, like tomatoes and corn, are actually considered fruit. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself here when I go to do the editing. But anyways, I bought it for that reason, and let me turn this over to show you that it is in fact vintage, 1978. I would use, of course, a votive in there if I was to use it for melting butter. I would use the kind of little votive candle that's in a tin or plastic container. Kind of a little fun extra thing when you've got quit wobbling there. When you've got a corn theme going on, a farm theme. I've got a really cute tray over there with a cornfield. Here's that fun corn tray, and I think I might have shown this in a video last year. It is even, the artwork is shown by Steve, my brother's name, Klein. Really, really a sweet photo of, or painting of a farm and all the cornfields, but look at all that corn. It's all raised, the plastic. Just such a great summery tray, and I do like that red and white checked tablecloth. What a deal, 99 cents at a Salvation Army last year. Remember earlier in the video I had mentioned that the antique shop where I found, well, it was actually the very first thing that I showed, that little plastic tomato food scale. It was in the same glass case at an antique shop in Hopkins, Minnesota, as this pitcher was, this beautiful ice-lip pitcher. I thought this was just too fun to pass up for $18. I've never seen this one before. A lot of times when I find a really fun polka dot one, it's really worn out. But the condition of this one is just wonderful for $18. And it's one of the nicer, what I believe is the Hazel Atlas design on top. They are a little fancier than some of the Anchor Hocking ones. They're a little plainer design, the Anchor Hocking ones. But this was quite a nice find in an antique shop. They also had another one in there for $18 too. I'm trying to remember what the pattern was on that. I just felt it was not necessary. Norm asked me if I wanted it, but I said no. I guess it was a tulip. That's what it was. It was a red tulip, large tulip print. But I do have a lot of red and green floral ice-lip pictures like that. So I said no. I'm very happy with this one. Really fun. So that was a great deal, I think, at $18. I should explain that it was our fun 4th of July outing when we went to that antique shop and I purchased the little tomato scale and this. I don't remember. I think there might have been something else I got there too that was some fruit glasses. They will be shown in my fruit kitchen and dining room video. They were huge and so bold, and they're only $2.50 each. So that was my splurge, our splurge for the 4th of July outing. The other antique shop across the street was a big one too, but it was not open for the holiday. So that was the fun we had for our 4th. Antiquing, our favorite thing. These two beautiful bangle bracelets that I was so thrilled to find at the Family Pathways again in St. Croix Falls. What a haul that day. Wow. These were marked $2.50 each, but I had the 25% senior discount, so they were $1.87 each. They are real nice quality bracelets. All this wonderful gold. Really, really neat. This one is really sweet. Isn't that a steal? They go very well in my bangle bracelet collection because I do have lots of pinks and oranges and golds and greens in there, and black and white. I hope you've seen my pink and orange bedroom video where I do show my bangle bracelet collection, and it's going to be outdated because I've found so many more since I made that video a year ago. So I hope you'll take a look at that, and I do plan on a new video sometime soon. Thanks so much for watching today. You have a great day now. Thanks again.